Hi internet friends, and welcome back to my channel. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Now, in our last video, I promised you a very exciting, very large unboxing, and we're definitely doing that. However, we're going to need a slightly bigger boat. Welcome to the kitchen where we have the bigger boat. And yes, before you ask, that is the Lego Hogwarts behind me. I built it at the dining table a few months ago now, and I just couldn't fit it into my office anywhere, but I had to get it off the dining table. So I put it there temporarily. The problem is it's still too big to go anywhere else. So it lives there now. So yes, we do have Lego in the kitchen. But on to today's unboxing. So I have looked for this item for months. It never dropped on the website. It never dropped on the TikTok live. And then one day, about 3 weeks ago now, I won the POP MART raffle for the Big Into Energy. So I went along to the store in Manchester, not expecting to buy anything else. Got to the front of the queue, went to pay for the Big Into Energy and saw her there, looking incredible behind the till. I lost the plot, completely lost the plot. I said to the woman, please, please, please tell me, is she available? She was like, yes. Would you like one? I was like, oh my God, yes. So many yeses. So I bought her. She's been here for a few weeks now, and you have no idea how hard it has been to have this in the corner of my office and not open it. But finally, we're gonna open her together, and I am so excited to have her in my collection. I think for most people who collect things, whether it be plushies, Labubu, POP MART, Lego, whatever it might be, we all have a single item that we would consider our white whale. Like, it's the pinnacle of our collection. And in terms of Labubus and POP MART, this is definitely my white whale. And I think probably for Lego, the Hogwarts Castle was my white whale. So I am so excited for today's unboxing. Shall we take a look? We might need a bit of a forklift to get her up here. It's the Zimomo. She's finally here. I'm so excited to get into this. And one thing that I do really appreciate is this tote bag. And I think I've mentioned it before, but when it comes to buying plushies, buying Labubus, Lego, anything like that, I'm not doing it as a long-term investment, right? I think there are far better ways if you wanted to invest your money. I'm not overly convinced on the investment potential of something like this. We all saw it with things like the Beanie Babies, for example, people thinking their value was going to go up and up and up, and their value absolutely plummeted. So I think it's safest to assume that that is what's going to happen with something like this. And if it doesn't, great, right? But I would assume that that is what will happen. So to that end, I am very happy to have this tote bag, because not having to worry about its value means I will be able to reuse this and reuse this and reuse this. Shopping, groceries, it will be a great Costco trip bag. Laundry, dog stuff, work stuff, whatever it might be, this bag will get a lot of use and a lot of love. So I'm very happy to have this. But let's take a look at her box. Okay, so Zimomo's box is, I guess it's been designed to look like a piece of stone. It's got what I assume is an airbrush style finish of greys, dark greys, light greys, whites, and then dotted around the box there are these small black areas that look like cracks in a stone. So I'm guessing they're going for that older stone-like look. At the top of the front, we've got her name, the angel in clouds, and then we have her in the middle looking absolutely resplendent. And then towards the bottom, there's a little quote at the bottom here which says, like all human beings are flawed, angels don't have to be perfect. Just lean in and listen to the whisper, my friend, and open this book and I will show you how every cloud has a silver lining. And I do really like these little nuggets of kind of quotes or motivational phrases that we see dotted around, and we saw them on the Rock the Universe also, so that's quite nice. And then we've also got a few little silver details on Zimomo herself, inside her ears, her nose, and her little tooth. And then towards the bottom in the debossed silver, we have the Monsters Zimomo series. And then moving around the box, it is relatively plain in the sense that we really just have her name on this side. Again, a couple of these little black crack style details. Towards the back, we've got her manufacturing information. And again, obviously the authentication options here. And similarly to this side, we just have Angel in Clouds and more of these little black crack style areas. So I have absolutely no idea how to get into this box. So shall we see? I'm guessing she opens like this. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, let's take a minute, let's calm down. Oh no, I can't calm down. Okay. Oh, wow. I can't believe she's here. I can't believe it. I can't believe after all this time, I was finally able to get my hands on her. Oh my. Okay. Gonna have a little bit of a workout to get her out of the box, but bear with. I can't lie, but getting into this has been an absolute workout. Now I think her card is at the bottom here. So her card is, I guess, as grand as she is, and is not a traditional card, which I do really like. So we have these two sheets of frosted acrylic that are magnetic, and in the center of them we have a card. And that lives in here, and it just can sit quite nicely next to her if we wanted to. And there's a small little piece that clicks into the back that acts as a stand. Very nice touch, very happy with that as a card option. I think I've undone all her parts now, so, oh my God. I cannot believe that we finally have her. Wow, oh my gosh, oh my. Well, we're a little flat, we just need a little bit of TLC. Let's just get her back to her resplendent nature. She is incredible. Oh my gosh. I can't believe she's here. I can't believe I'm in my kitchen next to a Zimomo. That is just surreal to me. But there are a few things that I'm noticing immediately. First off is her coloring. Now, she has a lot more grey than I expected, and I don't know if that's, I've only seen them previously in a store or on someone's video, which are usually both quite well lit situations, and therefore giving the illusion of something being lighter than it actually is. But she is incredible. I love her colour, but there is definitely less white than I expected. Secondly is how soft she is, and it's a bit like with Rock the Universe. When the hair is this long, there's always that query of, is it soft, is it coarser, what's it actually going to feel like? But she is super, super, super soft, and I'll be honest, if she wasn't the price, she'd be a snuggly kind of plushie, but not at this price. Thirdly, obviously we've got these really cute silver details with the silver in her ears, we've got the little silver nose, her silver tooth, and of course we've got her eyes, which, like all the Labubus at this kind of size, sorry, Zimomos, is we've got the movable eyes, which is lovely. We've got her little silver toenails, super, super cute. And if we turn her around and to the side, obviously we've got her silver wings here. And then we've got these silver details down the spine, down the back of the tail. just looking perfect. A little bit flat at the back, but again, she's been surgically attached to a box. It's come all the way to the UK from China, so we can do a little bit of fluffing. That's not a problem. I honestly, my mind is kind of blown a little, but I am so smitten with her. And as I said at the beginning, if you collect something, and what you collect is irrelevant, but if you collect something, you will have a pinnacle, a number one, a white whale, whatever you want to call it. You will have that one thing. And she has been my number one for the longest time. And yes, okay, look, I could have bought her from a reseller, paid over the odds, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to hunt her down and find her through a POP MART channel. So that day I saw her in store was magical to me. And to have her here at home, I am just so excited. She's gonna live on my desk. She's gonna live next to Rock the Universe. And I'm just so excited. I can't even speak. I am so happy to have her. I mean, come on, how can you not love this face? I appreciate that Zimomos and Labubus have their haters, but come on, look at this little face. She's so freaking cute. But it might be time that we introduce her to a new home. She's here. She is finally here. And now we're sat at my desk, I am suddenly appreciating just how big she is. She is massive. And I had been thinking of having her living on my desk, probably in the corner just behind me here. But now we're here. I'm not sure it's going to work size-wise, but we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, I'll have to find somewhere else for her. But I quickly grabbed one of the Have a Seats just to have a look for size difference, and it does make the normal Labubu look ridiculously small in comparison. But honestly, I can't explain to you how happy I am, how fortunate I feel to have found her. As I said, as a collector, you always have that number one, and that feeling when you've reached that number one is incredible. So thank you so much for joining me as I open her, and I am absolutely smitten. But fear not, because I have so many boxes of things to unbox. I have been going a little bit crazy on the POP MART website, on TikTok Live recently, and we have a lot coming. So if you like unboxings, you like POP MART, Lego, things like that, stick around because there's plenty coming.